Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Butterfly Spirit 314. So guys, I'm out for a walk today, and a late walk at that. But anyway, what I wanted to do is I want to talk to you about how important it is to make sure you keep balance in your body. So a lot of you probably watching, a lot of you are probably healthy, right? And you think, okay, as long as I stay this particular weight that I'm at, right, and keep doing what I'm doing right now, and stay at this age that I'm at, that hopefully I'll be able to stay healthy. But the truth is, in order to keep a healthy balance in your body, you have to make sure that you eat foods that are going to allow your body to function, okay? And that means that you have to make sure that you're getting food from the vital food groups, right? When we actually eat, we get calories from our food, okay? So we get calories from a variety of foods. You know, if you look on the packet, on the back of a package of food, right, that you get from the grocery store, you're going to get calories from those foods, right? And so when you ingest different types of foods, they give you a certain amount of calories. Now, each food group, as you guys know, does something different, right? We need proteins as a nutrient in our body, right? Because protein is going to help us, like most people know, it's going to help us with building muscle, right? But that's not the only thing it does, okay? For example, let's say you eat something like candy, right? Candy has calories, right? It's more of a sugar, right? That's going to be something that your body can quickly break down and use, right? And it can be used as energy for you. Now, some things in the food groups are better than others. You know, it might be more effective for you to have fruit in your diet as opposed to having, lots of things that have sugar in it, right? Because we know sometimes if you have way too much sugar, it can have an effect on you. And each of us have different types of genetics, and those genetics respond differently depending on what type of diseases happen to be in our families, right? And so that's why it's super important to make sure you know what type of diseases, ailments, or illnesses come in your family. Like what kind of disease do people have most often? And pay attention to how old people are in your family who have that particular disease or disorder. Like, pay attention to their age, because when you get to that certain age, you may be prone to that type of illness or ailment or debility, okay? And that may happen to you, right? And so, if you want to stay healthy, it's important to make sure you get the fuel that your body needs, right? Depending on your height and your weight and a variety of other factors, that's going to determine, how full you feel, right? Because your body needs fuel, just like your car. When you go and you get in your car, you have an expectation that provided your car has gas in it, that it's going to go, right? Now, of course, cars need other fluids as well, and they need maintenance. Same thing goes with our bodies, right? Our bodies need fuel, so they need calories, they need minerals, they need supplements. We all need different levels of each, okay? But, some of us, may need more of a certain food group than others of us. If you are taller, right, let's say you're around the 6 feet range and above, you're probably going to be somebody that you're going to need, you may need to consume a larger amount of food than, say, someone who is shorter, that may be in like the 4 to 5 feet and above range, okay? It's very, very important to make sure when you're eating, it's important to make sure that you're full, okay? And, that means that you have to get food in the different food groups in order to be able to do that, okay? And so, I'm going to be making other nutrition videos, as you guys kind of know by now if you've watch some of my videos on my YouTube channel, I'm going to be making more videos about nutrition. I'm not a nutritionist or anything, or a dietitian or a physician, but I am someone who is studying to become an herbalist. And in becoming an herbalist, I'm going to be working with different types of patients who happen to need guidance on medicinal remedies. And those medicinal remedies that are needed is probably going to, be impacted by the health of someone, okay? It's going to be impacted by the diet someone eats, okay? And, medicinal remedies, they all happen to have they can have a very beneficial effect, but depending on the types of things that are going on with your body, depending on the type of medications you take, right? Depending on your level of physical activity, depending on your weight, depending on your age, right? Different remedies are going to they may work better for you than other ones do, okay? And so that's just kind of the point that I wanted to make, okay? And sorry for that music that was in the background. Somebody was blasting music or something like that. Not sure why. But yes, you have to keep balancing your body. You have to make sure you're full, right? You have to make sure that you're eating foods that make you full. Okay, you have to make sure you're doing that because you need fuel for your body, right? I know what it feels like to, eat some food and then my body burns food faster than maybe somebody else's body. Now, I'm not very tall, but my level of activity and my age and things like that have a bearing, and my genetics have a bearing on the amount of fuel I consume and things like that, right? Sometimes if you don't eat enough food, then you'll be hungry again. Sometimes your body is trying to give you a hint that you need a certain type of food. That's why you may think about a certain food. You know what I'm saying? You may, if you're looking in your pantry and you stop and look at a certain food, your body is probably trying to give you an understanding that, hey, this is a food you need. Okay? And studying nutrition the way that I am now is really giving me an understanding about how important it is to have various foods a part of your meals, right? Have your vegetables, your fruits, your salts, your sugars, your protein and things like that. Having those different things on your plate when you are eating, whether it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner, that can help you feel better and fuller, and that can keep you healthy. Your body does need various foods in order to keep it healthy. It actually does. Different foods have different vitamins, minerals, and supplements. Okay? So, it needs that for you to stay healthy. Nutrition is not just for people who work out. It's not just for people who, are into sports, right? It's for all of us. Getting vital nutrition makes a difference. A lot of people pay attention to nutrition mostly when it comes to kids, a lot of times. Okay, kids have to get these vitamins and minerals and stuff, but they forget that it's also about them too. Each and every one of us needs to have a balanced nutrition in order to stay healthy. Even if we have some type of illness, debility, or ailment, we still need that vital nutrition. And a lot of times, if you have illness, debility, or ailment, then you're going to need more of something. You may need more vitamins, more minerals, right? More nutrients. You may need more of those things if you happen to have some sort of ailment, okay? So I just kind of want to make this video because, I'm not really worried as much about the time, but I want to make it a point to let you guys know how important it is, because we need to eat. I know there's people out there who can have difficulties with eating for whatever reason, but food is important, because we have to eat. We have to eat in order to be able to function. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes when I'm working on stuff and everything, if I spend a long time and I'm using, my brain thinking a lot, then afterwards I can get a headache. And that's probably because, my brain and everybody's brain, most people's brains run on sugar. Okay? It runs on those sweets that you eat. So that sugar that you get in your diet, it's important to get that because your brain needs that. right? It's also important if you're working really hard, and let's say you're working in a, whether you're in school or you're working or something like that. It's important to make sure, that you take breaks. It's important that you listen to your body. If you're in an area where the light is bothering your eyes, take a break from that. Okay? You know, if you happen to be working in a labor intensive job, you want to take breaks and give your muscles a chance. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you work with heavy equipment. You know what I'm saying? And you're lifting things and stuff like that. It's important to listen to our bodies, because if we don't listen to our bodies soon enough, then when our bodies get to be sick, and let's say we wait until then, it could be too late. But of course, our bodies tend to be more forgiving, right? Depending on what type of ailment, illness, or debility we happen to get. Okay. But yes, we can heal, using nutrition. Absolutely. I mean, if you look on, YouTube and stuff like that, there's people who've healed themselves from different types of diseases and illnesses and stuff like that just from using nutrition. You know what I'm saying? So, nutrition is important, and it's something very, very, very basic. All right. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it's been super helpful, and thanks for watching.